work on the redevelopment of the site, and how we were going to ensure that we were working, communicating with all involved. And that, at that time, I said that I would have a couple conversations, which we did on Arlington and the Chamber of Commerce. And I think we're in pretty good shape right now with this. Would you agree? Yeah. We've got a lot of good people in the community that want to help, and people are out there trying to help, gathering up suggestions, ideas, and what we want to do is be able to tap into that information, assess it, decide what fits and what doesn't fit as we get down through this process. I'm the kind of person that believes that a lot of information is a good thing. I think we need to keep people engaged and involved, and as we go through this, there's no promises that everybody's ideas are going to be used. It's just that, you know, we want to make sure that everybody knows that they're going to be heard and asked to participate. And that's important for me, at least. I believe it's important for this group. So, we're moving forward again. The holidays have caused a lot of problems in terms of communication and getting things done. And with our delegates, it's a difficult thing. They're getting ready to go into the session. They've been having interims and other meetings, and communication hasn't been what I had hoped it would be, but we're going to continue to press them.
May I make a comment? When you call in, is there's options where you have to push? Does Denise know how to call in?
Yeah, she does. I sent all of them that information that we usually send out, which is how to call in the code and all of that stuff. So all of them got that in another invitation to participate. I'm just not sure we're really hooked up.
Yeah, I just saw the line one believe
Yeah,
come on and go off, but there doesn't seem to be any. Are we sure we're on? Because I spoke with her and she was definitely going to be on the call.
It's a new phone today. We should have been good until the point where we put it on speakerphone, and then after that
It should be good.
Okay. Any additional things on public involvement? I know we're kind of going back and forth. Planning and development. We didn't get to writing the ad yet.
Right, well, we can do that fairly quickly.
And what we're talking. What we're talking about for the people that were here the last time is the committee discussed the possibility and actually the probability that we will go ahead and try to secure the participation of a professional planning group to work on the redevelopment of the site. And John and I were volunteered to write the ad for that, and we just haven't done that yet. So I apologize for that, but we will get that done before the next meeting. That's really not, we've both done it before, we both have a zillion examples of ads of that nature. It won't take that long to put it together. We really haven't progressed to the point where we've got to identify funding for this, I think, before we get too far down the road.
Well, we actually brought, a listing of various agencies for everyone to take a look at, and then, some of these are shooting for the moon, but it's a listing of contacts.
I asked John if he would provide staff to help research this, and he was good enough to say yes. And I would say here's the result.
I personally tried to contact a lot of these funding agencies, but again, with the holidays, they just want to, I got a lot of voicemails and I haven't had very many return calls. And with a lot of these, they're awarded differently. Many have to run through a municipality. There are some available to businesses and to others personally, but a lot of these require that the area be declared a disaster area, and I haven't had time to really check into what qualifies an area as being a disaster area.
It cannot be declared a federal disaster area. I know that because that's what they told me when
Okay.
talking with them.
What did you say?
Can't be declared a state or federal disaster area because there aren't enough, the numbers aren't enough. I heard that from the state folks and the federal folks.
Yeah, I would imagine that, that really depends on the type of property it is, who the owners are, and the kind of planning and development that you're looking to do. So I imagine there are a number of opportunities out there that we can pursue without having declared a disaster area. But I appreciate you doing this. For example, better than moving that.
Right. Well, and a number of them would be eligible if you can create jobs in some way, some sort of development that creates jobs that get you some sort of position to at least apply. But,
That's exactly what I'm told, that it's not just a job or two jobs, it has to be something.
Right. But, give it a shot.
The issue of funding, then, the last time we talked, when we met, we agreed.
Huh? I'm sorry.
The last time we talked, we had identified a preliminary fund for this planning process. Is that still a possibility for, to look at? I think we're talking $13,000, 10 and 3 for two different sources. Are we still all right with that?
I think so.
Okay. The purpose of that was to have a seed fund that the city or the community could bring forward to the process. I think that's not, most of them don't even require that machine. They don't really require that when we thought it would be. So I'm not identifying or starting to, what we can do is start the process of identifying consulting companies. The last time we were here, I mentioned that I had talked to one that had done two different plans. One in a town called Tionesta, Pennsylvania, which is in northwestern Pennsylvania, actually had a fire. Very similar town to Marlington in terms of size and population. Not so much population, it was about 500, 600 and Marlington, I think, is 1,050 or something. But very similar situations. What I did mention was, in looking at that, how they approached that and how they did it, it was very limited in scope. They didn't really look at the more than just that town and the surrounding community for opportunities that would then help them determine how they would want to redevelop. I think we need to be a little bit broader in scope to look at the opportunities that are not just around us in this town and county, but the region and even a little bit beyond. I mentioned last time I had participated in a series of conversations and meetings about how to position Central Appalachia in regard to the region. And I think with this,
Hand me the note, I'll check it against the number.